after nearly a full month, here we are again. And yeah, I know I've been off my schedule as of late, but it has been a very, very busy time for me. I just haven't had the energy or the time to make a new video for you guys, even though that these take like 20, 30 minutes. So, first off, it is now official. I've reached age 30. And I know that people are going to say, oh, now I'm a gray muzzle. Here's the thing. I don't see any gray hairs on me. Is this arbitrary now that you've reached 30 years of age and now you're considered old? Well, I guess some people that would be considered old, but I still consider people older than me old. But I'm getting off track here. So yeah, 30 years of age, big milestone for me. So what am I gonna spend it for my first few days as a gray muzzle? Well, first off, I found this article. Now, you know that I'm a big mascot person, which furry isn't, but this article was put up by Deadspin by someone named Devora Myers, who clearly isn't a fan of them. But I guess this is this is subjective, but she was talking about, well, this is how she put the article. This furry with abs is the creepiest mascot in sports. Now, first off, she is referring to two mascots of the Russian gymnastics team, which are Jim the Siberian Tiger and Nastika the Eurasian Lynx. And they're actually, I think they look pretty good. Could work on the detail with Jim, spelled G-Y-M, by the way. But if this writer thinks that they're creepy, she clearly has not seen Gritty. But now Jim, as I said, Siberian Tiger. Now, I know he has like muscle pads around the chest and arms, but I can see that the six-pack looks painted on, like not from actual pads. But, and I would like to see the neck rounded out on the head a little bit. But overall, I don't think it looks bad. I mean, it looks all right. The other one, Nastika, oh boy. I think we're going to get some drawings of her, because looks like a typical a gymnast wearing the gymnastic clothes. I'm trying to watch what I'm saying here, but I'll just put it like she may be joining Hetty and what's her name? Well, maybe not a her, but Zabivaka very soon. I'll just put it that way. But yeah, I don't see them as creepy. I mean, I guess level of creepiness can differ from person to person, but this is not Gritty levels of creepy. No, that one is off the charts. Moving on, another Hollywood film is announced to be made, and that would be Hello Kitty. Now, pretty much everyone knows who Hello Kitty is. In fact, I remember when she had her own animated series many, many years ago. Now, the plot to the film has not been decided yet. We don't have a release date as of right now. But I would... in fact, they haven't really put in a style whether it's going to be live action or if it's going to be animated. There's not many details on it. What I do have is who's going to be producing it. It will be made by Flynn Picture Company, the same people who made Rampage and Skyscraper. It will also be produced by New Line Cinema, which is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers, who has made the Hobbit and Lord of the Ring trilogies. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information we got. But I would assume that this movie would be really big in Japan since, well, first, that's where she's from. And they are into the kawaii culture, the cuteness. But it has gained popularity everywhere. And now it's getting into this My Little Pony trend where now the adults are starting, well, maybe not starting, but it's growing on the adults. And while we're on the topic of movies, my God, can this get any worse for Sonic the Hedgehog? I have said that it just, like, things are getting worse as far as the games. I've been hearing that Sonic Boom is actually getting better. I have not seen it in a long time, but just because I thought it was just But now Sonic is getting a movie. And you know me, if it comes from a video game, I have a bad feeling. And pretty much the only successful video game movie I've heard of was Angry Birds. And even that was okay. At least from the fans and the critics. I've not watched it myself because I'm not a person who plays Angry Birds or even cares about it. But anyway, the big problem already is how Sonic is designed, and oh my God, it looks hideous. I just can't get behind it. I don't know if it's because of the face. I mean, for me, the eyes just look smaller than what I'm used to. They're usually up to, like, I'd say around here, if that's right. But on top of that, the obvious CGI, I guess it's the detailing that is the big problem here. It's uncanny, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But so already, I don't have a very good feeling about this upcoming movie for Sonic. Do they even put out a release date for it? I don't see a release date yet, but yeah, I don't think that this is going to be a good movie. I know I'm just judging it by how Sonic looks, but I really don't have a plot right now. I don't think there is a plot at this time. But already people have been drawing on it to try and make it look better. And honestly, I think that the fan-made ones are better than this. So, hopefully we can get something tolerable. Hopefully. Well, I was thinking about doing this article, but I don't want to get anything politics related. But we'll get to one which might generate a little bit of controversy. It's an update to a story I did a few months ago regarding Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, as you pretty much already know, because of some comments that then director James Gunn made some years ago, he was fired from Disney from producing any more of the films or directing them. Well, now, after a series of meetings with Alan Horn from Walt Disney Pictures, they're going to bring James Gunn back. So he will be directing the third installment of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the actors wanting him back. and because they're very very confident in his talent, and with this means, I guess he had to get this reassurance that Gunn means well now, and he knows what he said back in the day was stupid, stupid, stupid. And for the record, the studio never announced a replacement for James Gunn. I don't even know if they even had any considerations on hand. So Gunn will be directing it as well as writing the screenplay for Volume 3. Now, as of right now, there is no date for the movie to be released, but it is currently slated for next year. Now, I know I am behind on the upcoming events. We just had 2 events occur this past weekend, which was Vernal Equinox in Toronto, and furthermore in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Which I had decided not to go to furthermore this year because it just wasn't interesting for me. The last time I went, there was just nothing. I just couldn't get into it. So I decided to go elsewhere. But for the I'll do the rest of March, and I might as well knock out April while I'm at it, just in case it takes me another month to do another video. Let's see, 23rd, 24th, Thai Tales in Thailand, of course. The next big one, Furry Fiesta, from the 28th to the 21st in Dallas, Texas. Camping Paws, which will be in Mexico from the 30th to the 31st. April 5th through 7th, Pine Fur Con in Portland, Maine. 5th through 8th would be Furry Weekend Holland, which will be in the Netherlands. April 12th to the 14th, Motor City Fur Con in Novi, Michigan, just outside Detroit. April 19th to the 21st, just for the weekend, which will be in Bristol, in the United Kingdom. April 25th to the 30th, Wild Nights over in Robbers Cave State Park in Oklahoma. And finally, Atlantic City FurCon in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's been a while since I've been to Atlantic City. Maybe it was Ocean City I was thinking of. It was many, many years ago, and it was with relatives. It had nothing to do with Doodah Parade, because I have not been there. So those are the events for the rest of March and for April, just in case I'm late again. But one more thing. My next con is Biggest Little Fur Con in Reno, Nevada. And I have talked out with the staff for the panels. And in case you missed my panel at Midwest Fur Fest, I'm doing Chronicles of a Mascot again. This time it will take place Saturday morning. And right now they have me slated for 10 a.m. So, right in the middle of the weekend. So, I do invite you to come down and listen to some stories. In fact, I got a new one from last week that I'll be passing on. And there is another thing. I have applied for one other thing, which would be the Fursuit charity auction. Now, I'm still waiting for confirmation on that. So, if we get in, you might be able to get a chance to be with Sapphire for 1 hour at the dance. Now, again, I have to get confirmation of this before anything happens. I just want to let you know that I put in an application for that, and we'll see. I will let you know if she will be in the auction. So that is pretty much it. And the Dragon's Mouth is now closing.